Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Sebastian and I welcome you guys with open arms. I am so excited for this new sort of like series on my channel. So okay, we know I have my obsessions and you know they come and go. If you're new to my channel, here are some of my obsessions. One of my obsessions, my main obsession, Britney Spears. She's been my obsession for 20 years. Another one of my obsessions, food. Another one of my obsessions, reality TV. So if you love reality TV and you love especially 90 Day Fiance, subscribe and keep watching because I am going to, okay, I have to give you the lowdown on my history with 90 Day Fiance. So make sure you hit that subscribe button because you do not want to miss my weekly recaps of season 8. So a little backstory. I have heard about this show for so long. People have told me about it. You have to watch this, you have to watch this, you have to watch this. And I was like, girl, no, I'm not gonna watch. Girl, no, I'm not gonna watch. I said no. All of these no's. Until last night. So my mom recently, she's visiting us for the holidays. And she told me about this show. And she's like, Sebastian, you're gonna love it. Just watch it. And I was like, okay. I'm hooked. Okay. I started season 1, of course, so I'm watching everything from the beginning, but then I find out that there's already a season 8 and there are some new characters. So I figured, you know what? I'm going to start recapping from season 8 and then we'll see what happens. So you guys, this show is a mess, okay? First of all, it is a hot mess. And I sort of can relate to it because I moved to Europe when I was very young and I had to go through different cultures. I had to go through different situations. And also, you know, my mom's family is Colombian, stepdad's family is Danish. So we actually had to go through the differences of cultures, the awkwardness table, you know, dinner tables, all of these things. So I know exactly what they feel. So I'm like, this is a show for me. And I just wanted to talk about it. So season 8 started off with a bang. There are 4 couples that we were introduced to. The first one is Brandon and Julia. So the first thing when you see Brandon, okay, by the way, you guys, if you don't know me, like I love being nice, but I can also be very shady. So don't take me too serious. You know what I mean? Just go with the flow. It's sort of like we're just hanging out in the kitchen gossiping. And if you have not watched 90 Days Fiance, please watch it, okay? So Brandon and Julia. You, from the first glances of him, you think he's just a little cute, nerdy country boy who lives in the farm with his parents, who is still a virgin. You know, that's what you think. But little do we know, he is a freak, okay? He's a freak. And he is not the innocent little nerdy country boy that we thought he was. He is a bad boy, right? So anyways, he and his fiance Julia, she is from Russia. And okay, I have a lot to say about her. Okay, so all right, so he lives at home with his overprotective mom and his dad, right? His mom is so attached to him because obviously it's her only child. Like, she only wants the best for him. And they have their own family business, of course, you know, that one day will be his. So they're all very united. Well, okay, so I took notes, bitch. So, he has traveled. Okay, so he met, he was in Europe. Wait, hang on. Am I getting the fucking stories wrong? One sec. I want to know where they met. Oh, I know. I remember. So they met through video chat, girl. They met through video chat from one of his friends was there and she's a go-go dancer. 6 hours later, he was like asking her to be his girlfriend. Mess. Haven't stopped talking since. He went to Europe, they met, and he proposed in Iceland after only 2 dates. And we later find out that the only reason he proposed was that he said it's the only choice to get that K9 visa or whatever the fuck. So listen, you guys. He took her to Paris, took her to Iceland. They did some shopping. He's paying for the visa. He's now $10,000 in debt. Therefore, he has to live at home with his parents. And Julia is going to have to live at home when she arrives to the US with his parents. Well, his parents, they're not that modern. They're very old school. So they believe in that when Julia comes to live in their house, they have to have separate rooms. Now, he does not understand why. And boo boo, listen, if you are still living under your parents' house, you are living under their rules. So you shouldn't even be saying anything. Well, now we get to meet Julia, okay? So Julia, the first thing she says when she's packing is that she's gonna be very mad if she doesn't have the right jackets. And he says, don't worry about it, I'll buy you some more. So we already sense that she's very concerned over money. Second, she's already putting problems living with his parents, okay? And his mom is also very concerned because Julia would not go on birth control. And he awkwardly admits to his mom and his dad that they don't use protection and that basically he's not safe at all. He doesn't even like condoms. Homeboy does not like condoms, okay? Because it doesn't feel fun. So Julia, she's not giving me a good taste in my mouth. Julia's giving me, and I'm sorry, but she's giving me gold digger taste. Because if you are complaining about jackets, if you are complaining about you need to move, you need to do this, you need to do that, we're not living at home with your parents, that all already seems a little bit off to me. Do you know what I mean? Because I understand you cannot live at home with parents, but you also have to understand, it's like, boo-boo, he is in debt because of you, bitch. He is trying to bring you here to the U.S. So if you gotta sacrifice and live in his house with his damn father and the 400 dogs that they have, then bitch, shut the fuck up, because he's doing all this for you. You should be grateful, right? Anyways, so the one thing that concerns his mom is that she refuses to go on birth control. So she goes ahead and calls the gynecologist to make an appointment. Also, like I said, they have to sleep in separate rooms. So the mom, I don't know how she like obsessively convinces him that they all have to go together to pick her up. And in the car, she says like, oh, I hope that she's not in one of her moods. So they apparently had a huge little incident in Paris when they were there together with the parents that I don't think turned out real good. So, a mess. Hashtag MESS, bitch. Mess. So, what else? Did I forget anything? No. That's about it. So that is Brandon and Julia. In the next episode, we're actually going to meet Julia. So I'm excited. Okay, so next we have Jovi and Yara. Okay, listen, bitch. Jovi, if I wasn't married, I'll go fishing with you, Jovi. I'll go fishing with you, all right, bitch. He has such a gorgeous smile. Is he a mess? Yes. Is he lost in life? Probably. Is he what I think an alcoholic? Most likely. But damn, he's hot. And his mom seems so cool too. Okay, so he has a cute little story with Yara. They met in Europe while he was there on vacation in Budapest, and they met on this app, I think. And then, well, she's a very different than him. He's from New Orleans. She's into luxury. She's into all these, oh girl, my neck. She's into luxury. She's into like the finer things in life. And he's just like a cute little fisherman who likes to get drunk at 8:30 in the morning, right? So, okay, so Yovi's like people around him are very concerned because they're like, what are you doing? Yara and Jovi have a little bit of a past. So in one of their many vacations, homegirl got pregnant. Unfortunately, she did miscarry. When she lost her baby, Jovi got sort of like cold feet and didn't really want to go ahead with the procedures of the visa, right? Well, they kept on talking and he realized that he really loved her and, you know, his life wouldn't be the same without her. So they decided to go along with it. Yara is from the Ukraine. She's gorgeous, blonde, you know, model type, Louis Vuitton. And, you know, obviously, like I said, she loves the finer things in life. Well, Yovi's mom, she's very cool, but she doesn't really get that involved in his life. But, you know, his friends, his family members are very concerned over Yara. So we actually did meet Yara. He went to pick her up at the airport. And the thing with Yovi is that he's a very, I would say he's sort of childish and immature. And I feel like he needs to grow up a little bit because, you know, you need to grow up at some point. Like, you can have fun, but you do need to grow up at some point, right? So Yara gets to New Orleans and she is tired because he put her on the cheapest flight that he could find, a 30-hour plus flight from Ukraine to New Orleans. And he thinks that she's gonna want to go out a night in the town, go eat, meet his friends, drink, get drunk, do all these things. All she wants to do is go to bed and to sleep and to shower, right? But he's very disappointed that she doesn't want to go out. Listen, if I just got off a 30-hour flight and you expect me to go meet your friends and to do this and to do that and drink and get drunk and dance and all these things, and I'm not in the mood, well, bitch, you better show me where my bed is and my bath is, because I did not come to New Orleans, 30 hours of flight, and have to do what you tell me to do, okay? So he seems real upset and he's like, this is not the night I envisioned, but whatever, you know, and he has such a cute smile, he can probably get away with it. So that's basically them. Like, they're sort of like the most non-problematic couple, I think. Girl, and now comes, hang on. Okay, so now we have Rebecca and Zaid. So they've been on the show before. Now, that episode where they go to Tunisia, I don't know. I've never really heard of that, but it's the Middle East, I'm guessing. No, it is Middle East. Well, listen. So Rebecca, she has a history with doing this sort of bringing someone from another country, marrying them, and that did not turn out good. So Rebecca, it was on season 3, I believe, and I'm actually going to be watching season 3 alongside season 8. Bitch, I am so confused, but I want to get more in the depth of their relationship. But they showed a little bit of like a recap. It seems to me he's a very possessive person. He, you know, he's very conservative. He, you know, the culture is very different, and it just seems to me that she loves to be submissive. It seems to me that she wants that. She wants her husband to be able to say, don't do this, you gotta do that, don't eat this, wear this, because they showed flashbacks of him already controlling what she was wearing because he thought it was too sexy, right? I believe in different cultures, you gotta respect everything. And if that's for you, then of course, you know, go with it. But if it's not for you and you meet someone from another culture, I believe you do have to meet halfway, because just because you believe something doesn't mean I believe it, but I want to respect that you believe it and I want to meet you halfway so we can have a successful relationship, right? So anyways, this lady, she needs help. She is 48 years old and she married a 20-year-old back. Her ex was 20 from the Middle East, and he basically used her for a green card. And she divorced him, and now she is doing the same thing with Zaid. His sister hates her. His family hates her. It was really awkward because, like, in the recap of the last season they were on, it shows that she photoshopped all her pictures. It just doesn't seem to me that she is okay. You know what I mean? It seems to me that she's not well. Like, she's not, I mean, none of us are. But the reason I'm saying it is because she doesn't really make sense. She doesn't really sound very responsible. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not talking about her wanting to marry a guy from the Middle East. I'm saying that she, like, moving in with her daughter, allowing him to, you know, say, you know what, girl, I have no idea. It just, something about her doesn't, I don't like. You know what I mean? And he is just going along with his culture. But I feel like she is loving being submissive. She is loving being told what to do. Anyways, she works at a fast food joint because she's already invested like $20,000 in this. What else? Yeah, she likes younger guys. So her daughter hates that that history is repeating itself because she's done this before. And her daughter, and now she's having to move in with their Zaid and Rebecca are gonna have to move in with their daughter and her boyfriend because the lease is up on her apartment, and Zaid is not very happy about that. He wants his own place. He wants, you know, his own place. Zaid doesn't have any money, right? So he's demanding a lot of things for someone who doesn't have money and who is not helping. Because if you're gonna demand things from me, you're gonna have to pay too, boo-boo, right? So Zaid is not happy and doesn't like the fact that she is going to live in her daughter and boyfriend's house, and he doesn't want her boyfriend to see her in her pajamas because that's his culture. And like I said, that's okay, boo. You can have your culture, but Rebecca has her culture too, honey. But Rebecca doesn't seem to want to even say it. Like, she doesn't, it just doesn't seem that she, like I said, bitch, she's a submissive lady and she likes to be told what to do. That's it. That's the whole thing. I don't know what to tell you. He's very possessive. Her daughter is very concerned. He is a very possessive person, and she's concerned. And you know what, honey? I would be too, because like I said, it's a beautiful thing to join in different cultures, but it's very important that if you have certain beliefs, your couple has to meet you halfway. That's it. Okay, so then we're gonna move on to Big Mike. Okay, so, girl. Viva and Big Mike. Okay. Wait, is her name Viva? Oh my god, I don't even know. I think it's got the beast. Oh, I don't know. I forgot her name. Shit. You know what? It is what it is. Big Mike and his Ukrainian girlfriend, they were already on the show. So they also have a backstory. Basically, they met, fell in love. They met because I believe his neighbor was married and to another girl from Ukraine, and they introduced Big Mike to this girl from Ukraine. I forgot her name. Oh, fuck. And I'm like so cute writing little notes and everything. But anyways, okay, so this was really interesting, you guys. So this lady looks crazy. I'm so sorry, but she looks cray. So this is also another season that I'm going to be watching just so I can know the history about it. But they did show a lot of the recap, and basically he went to the Ukraine to see her, to meet her family, all of these things. She's a very religious person. They don't like the fact that he does not believe in God. He believes in aliens. Also, they clashed a lot just about different, like, the thing is that I think they're clashing because she's crazy. She looks insane. Like, she looks insane. Like, I'm not trying to be mean, but the lady looks insane. She doesn't believe in that. She doesn't believe that she loves him. She has not told him she loves him, yet she wants to come live with him. So basically, they've had so many issues. They did have a big issue because in the reunion, she said that she believes that he cheated on her with the neighbor, right? Or something like that. So there's already a lot of distrust. And she doesn't feel like she can trust him. Therefore, she's like, how can I say I love somebody that has not treated me the best, right? So, okay. So in the Ukraine, they got into so many arguments. He proposed, she gave him his ring back, and then he came back to the States. He lives on a big ass farm, okay? He has a cat, he has a crazy uncle that lives with him. He has 27 acres to himself. He has cars. He's 6'7", so he probably has a huge dick. And you know what? He seems just like a cute little bear, right? Anyways, so he is over it. Like, you can tell he is over. I think, is her name Caroline? I don't remember. But he is so over her because they get into a lot of fights, right? So one day out of the blue, so she's in Ukraine because they're waiting for the visa to be approved so she can move to the States. But since they're going through a really hard time, he's sort of relieved that they haven't gotten the visa, so they have more time to sort of think about it and process things. But, girl, she got the visa. She told him with her crazy eyes, and he is not excited. He is not happy because he knows that they're not strong enough for her to come and start a new life. Tell me why this girl has not even said I loved you, okay? They have fought so much, and the first thing she 4 days until she arrives to the US, she wants to go ahead and kick out his uncle because she doesn't want to live with a stranger. Are you gonna kick my family member out? No, boo-boo. No, okay? If you're coming and we're starting a life together, you're gonna have to accept my family, you like it or not. Point blank, period, okay? She honestly, she looked cray-cray. So he's not very excited about her coming. They have a lot to work out. I just don't even know what to think about it. I'm gonna go ahead and watch their season just so I have a little more backstory and I can, like, you know, fill you guys in a lot more. But I'm just telling you what they said in the recap. But it just seems that they're very toxic people. And my mom did watch their season and she said she's crazy. So, and she looks, something's not connecting, bitch. So from the 4 couples, after every, like, sort of recap, I'm gonna give you guys my opinion on who I think is actually going to make it. So the first couple, Brandon and Julia, I think she's gonna end up getting pregnant and I think they're just gonna end up together. Rebecca and Zaid need Jesus because they're a mess. Jovi and Yara, I don't think they're gonna make it either because I saw some upcoming what to expect in the season and Yara can't stand him, okay? And he has a drinking problem. And I don't think anybody's gonna make it. I think Yulia and Brandon will, just because I feel like she's gonna get pregnant and that's sort of what they're teasing us, that she gets pregnant. And Rebecca and Zaid, I just think because she is allowing him to dominate their relationship just with his beliefs. That's what I think. That's why I think they won't make it. If she would say, I respect your beliefs, I respect your conservative, I respect everything, but because we are now living in the US and I am not from your culture, I would love to meet halfway where you can also respect my beliefs, where you can also respect my thoughts and my culture. You know what I mean? That's the beauty of being open, that you can make it with someone from a different culture. You can. But you both have to be open to accept and understand that you're not alike and you're different, right? So anyways, you guys, that was recap of episode 1, season 8. I absolutely love this show. And I think the reason that I connected with this show and that I wanted to do these videos was that I've been through it. You know, I have been through relationships with, you know, like I said, I moved to Europe when I was very young and I've had Danish boyfriends. I've had Colombian you know, so I understand what it's like to meet halfway. I understand what it's like to, you know, sit in a dinner table with, like, foreign parents and they want to know, you know, like, you know, even I, like, when I would meet you know, when I met my first boyfriend's parents, that he's Danish, like, they were like, okay, you're American. Like, we hear a lot of crazy things about Americans, you know what I mean? So I get it. This show is crazy. Like, this show is a mess. Like, this show is so entertaining, and I finally gave in. So I hope you enjoyed my recap. I'm going to be on my time off, going to sort of be watching every single season, especially the ones that are on this season, so I can know a little bit more about their history. And I will be doing a weekly recap video. Just after every episode, I'll be talking about it. So I hope you will join me in this cute little 90 Days Fiance recap and shade, because girl, I will be throwing a lot of shade. And yeah, I'm very excited. It's gonna be really fun. So I love you guys so much. Take care, relax. I hope you enjoyed this. And if you have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about and you're still here, wow, I love you. Like, I love you. Yeah, thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed. Mwah.